Hey, I listen to what you most of you guys said tip zero, and someone said $1 per mile, and that makes sense to me. Um, do I even know what loneliness feels like? Well, if I'll explain to you my life. Ever since I was a child, I was surrounded by people. Right? When I was born, my family, my mother, my father, my sister. As I grew up, I had no problem making friends. I joined sports really young, so I had teammates, I had play dates. I had all this sort of stuff throughout middle school, high school, and even when I went to college, which was probably technically the loneliest I ever been. I found Chance like online, so I spent a whole bunch of time with Chance online. We played a lot of WoW, we played a lot of League of Legends. That filled a lot of time. I even met a couple of friends at college, like two, one more like one. And then after college, I moved in with my high school best friend, whose wedding I was in. I lived with him for a year, and then Chance, after shortly after I moved in there, Chance got kicked out. So Chance came to live with me, and then after a year of that, Milena came to join. Then I was with Milena for 10 years. You know, and then when Milena was gone, Arthur showed up. You know, so if you're asking me, do I know what loneliness feels like? Well, the answer is no. Not true loneliness. Now I can assume what it feels like, but I would never really understand what it means to have absolutely nobody. So the answer to your question is probably no, if that makes sense. Um, but yeah, lonely is different than alone. Um, Maybe, but I'm just talking about it in the broad term. But no, I don't feel true loneliness. No. Now I can feel because I am quite estranged from my mother, who I love dearly. Now that is, I guess, a loneliness, right? Maybe is it more loneliness or is it more like missing? But the good news is I have been talking to my mother a lot more recently, and I'm going to go see her in July. So fingers crossed on that one. Hopefully we can fix that bridge. So poggers in the chat for that one, man. It's never too late to stop that sort of thing. But that's awesome. Yeah. I don't know what I just walked in on, but it seems like some deep psychological stuff. I better put some pants on. No, it's okay. Keep the pants off, man. You know. Yeah. Um